Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Live.
Hello, hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey.
So,
Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Obviously, it's called that because we're live on Facebook on a Thursday night. If you're not keeping up, I'm sorry. But this weekend, we're going to be in Cincinnati. If you want to come out, you want to hang out, you want to see us, we're going to be up there tomorrow night, which is the 22nd of March. We're going to be up there tomorrow night getting set up. The big convention, Sacred Journey Metaphysical Market, is going to be all this weekend. Holiday Inn and Suites in Eastgate. And it's going to be an awesome time. I know that there is a Tarot Royal Rumble between Ken Boggle, the Connor sisters, and Pat O'Keefe. So that one's coming up. We've got a class that we're going to be teaching on auric movement and having a little bit of fun with that. We haven't done that one in a little bit, so we'll be doing. But that is the next big event that we have going on. And do we got anything else coming up in the near future?
not until like the second week of April.
Okay.
But also in April, we are starting another round of the 100s. So that'll be coming up the 19th, 20th, and 21st. And then, of course, the 200s will be in May, and we will announce those later.
Yep.
What's up, Terry Wolf?
What's going on?
We do have a podcast on April 9th that will be live. That will be Horror Hobby Land Podcast, and that should be live. That's with the gentleman out of the UK. So,
Awesome. Yeah, it should be pretty fun. We've tried our best to either post or simulcast for you guys the live streams and the podcasts that we've been on. And if you guys have any that you would like to see us on or think that we would be a good fit for somebody, let us know. We'll do the thing. If you've got a live stream or a podcast that you would like us to be on, just to hang out, shoot the shit, sure, we'll do it. If you got a topic for us, we'll do the thing. We'll do our best to give you the knowledge that we got. If we don't have any, we'll research enough to be able to keep up. Also, if you would like to be a guest on Thursday Night Live, let us know. We do have topics that are coming up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all months have topics, especially when we get into August and through the rest of the year. So we do have openings. If you guys would like to have an entire Thursday night to hang out and talk, or if you would like to be a part of Tarot Night Live, by the way, the next one is next Thursday. If you would like to be a part of Tarot Night Live, just let us know, and we'll do our best to get you on here. We are talking to a couple people about having them on as guest readers, but we'll see what happens. Nothing in stone.
what they are, yeah.
Yeah, nothing in stone. But it's something we're playing around with, so just let us know. Also, I think if it hasn't been in circulation yet, I think there will be at some point in the near future, basically like a content survey. What is it that you guys like about what we give as far as our content? What would you like to see as far as content? If there's old segments that you would like to bring back, let us know. We can work that out. I know that a lot of you have been wondering where the energetic forecasts are. I did say that those were going to come back. I have to be in somewhat decent health in order to do those, and I haven't been. So that's the big reason for that. Those will be coming back as soon as I can function as a full human. Hopefully my body will be out of recovery and at least attempting to live here in the next couple weeks to a month, but it's been slow going. So,
We can get the survey going tomorrow, so.
okay. But still use this live stream or put it in the discussion board. We have one of those. I promise you can leave a comment and we'll see it.
Yeah, Tyree.
But let us know. We'll do things.
Yeah, we usually end up people commenting on stuff. It's the same 4 people. 1,000 likes, but the same 4. Well, I said 1,000 likes, but it's the same 4 people. Y'all can engage. We will talk to you. Promise.
We'll do our best.
Yep.
Whether we answer every single comment or not, we do actually read them. So whether that is on the live stream itself or afterwards, we do actually read them.
Mhm.
So if we miss you, or if you have something that you thought about during the live stream or whatever, and you couldn't, remember to tell us, or you didn't have time to tell us, hop back on, put it in the comments. We'll read it, or message us. Y'all have plenty of places you can do that.
Absolutely.
But also, as far as next week, unless it is a speaking engagement, so a podcast or a live stream, or our personal lives that we do, I'm taking a break because I need to take a break. So I'm taking one. I'm doing that thing that, 1, I preach to everybody else, and 2, everybody has been bitching about for like 10 years. And that is that I need to actually take a minute. So I'm taking a minute next week, taking care of myself for the first time in a minute. So,
Hi, Dana.
so keep that in mind. So feel free to reach out. The guys and gals, obviously, they're going to take care of you. They have this entire time. You just won't be able to get me until the first week of April. Oh, think that does.
Sounds like it covers it.
Think
Yeah.
that might do. Oh, the last thing. We are actually implementing a new system while we are at events. So we've started a new, basically, sign-in sheet. So you can sign in the time you want, what it is you want to have done. If you have a specific reader or worker that you would prefer, that's pretty much so that we know what we can offer, who's supposed to offer it, and what time you've chosen. It is also a consent to actually do said thing. So it's basically, I give permission for you guys to be able to do this work. That way everything's on the up and up. You guys have given your permission. We don't have to go through the time of asking, even though most of us probably still will. And it's habit, it's a good habit, but it is a habit. But it's to make your time more efficient and our time more efficient. Second off is it's optional. Of course, it's optional. None of us want to do this, but it's something that helps us understand it. 1, if we're actually of help to you, and 2, if you guys are actually enjoying the services that we do offer. And that is, like a customer satisfaction deal at the end. So it's very simple. Things we could change. It's an optional deal. And then just a rating on your service. Were you satisfied with who did the thing? Were you helped at all? It's a very basic, quick thing. Won't take you but 5-10 minutes.
Not even that. Maybe a couple minutes.
5-10 minutes.
20.
An hour. If you're me, it'd be closer to, 5-10 minutes, just because I can't see for shit and I'd have to have someone else do it for me. But yeah, it's literally only like 5 or 6 questions. It's not a long deal. All jokes aside, it won't take but 30 seconds to a minute if you want to blow
And
through it.
honestly, out of all the questions, there's only 2 required. 1, either your name or to put anonymous, and to rate your overall experience.
That's it.
The rest are optional.
So if you want to say these guys are all assholes and they have piss poor service and rated as anonymous, of course we're kind of going to be able to put two and two together and know who anonymous was. But for the sake of anonymity, I suppose you can do the thing. All jokes aside, your all's actual opinion of what it is that we do is important because we do what we do for you. So if we're not providing what we need to step it up, right?
Plus, it gives us an opportunity to do things a little better and to actually have some improvements. I know we did a dry run last month at the last market with the sign-in sheet, and everybody stayed on it. Everybody stayed on task, and we had a lot of people who were able to be helped last month. So,
I mean, that's pretty much it. We're trying to streamline things, make sure that we can get to everybody, make sure that everybody gets the time that they pay for or the time that they allot for us. And, I think the work that's been put in to create these things is good work and good effort. So we're going to start implementing those. We are going to work it out at some point for you to be able to do this through QR code. So if you're walking around an event and you want to sign in for a specific time, scan the QR code while you're walking around, go ahead and sign in. You don't even have to come to the booth till you're ready. I don't know if those are going to be ready this weekend. It may be a little bit before we can get those printed out for you guys and basically posted to where you guys can do that on the fly. But we are working on that. Otherwise, come in, someone will help you sign in until we can get something put in place for you guys to self-check, essentially.
and without the $96 subscription,
Yeah. Fuck, jeez.
Yeah, it's just $95.99. Oh, this is what happens when they leave us unsupervised.
yeah, we have no adults in the room.
$95.99 with $5 service fee.
Yes.
Yeah. Goodness. But if you haven't noticed, we have had the flyer. This will be the last announcement that I have. I don't know if the boys got anything. But the flyer for the next paranormal investigation class is floating around. It's going to be the 22nd of May.
25th.
25th?
25th.
25th.
It is the last Saturday of May, and we will be doing all of it at the Murphy Building in Maysville. The address is on the flyer. It is $60 per person, and it's only in person this time.
So if you guys would like to come and do the Saturday Memorial Weekend, we understand it's Memorial Weekend. There's going to be a lot of family shit going on. There's going to be a lot of vacations going on. But if you want to come spend the time with us, come spend the time with us. The $60 is paying for the class and also your admission. So everything is in there. So that's the reason why we charge what we do. We've always been transparent with that. So it's your ticket in, plus it's your class.
Mhm.
The cool thing is too, is that if you want to come to a location with us, after you have taken the paranormal investigation class with us, you can do so. And all you have to do is pay your admission. Currently, you can only do that during class periods. So if we host a class at a location that you haven't been to, or you haven't been with us and you would like to, you can quote unquote audit by just paying your admission fee to the location. All right.
I think that officially covers us for announcements.
For the rest of the week, maybe
Yeah, for the rest of the week.
for the rest of
This
the
is
week.
Thursday.
Oh man,
It's
it's just Thursday.
just Thursday, dude.
Oh yeah,
We still have a whole weekend.
we sure do. At least this weekend's gonna be kind of fun.
It's gonna be a blast.
Hopefully we'll see you guys there. It is going to be hopping. We love the event.
It's near and dear to our heart.
For a number of reasons.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're really looking forward to it. So last week we were talking about nurturing seeds, and the week before we were talking about planting seeds. This month in particular is about hope, and whether you want to talk about it from religious viewpoints, such as Christianity and the upcoming Easter holiday, or if you want to talk about Ostara and Beltane and those particular events that are coming forward. It all basically comes down to the same thing, and hope for fruitful things throughout the year. Good harvest, good land, good planting, good weather, good fortune, good favor. It's all talking about that. All of that literally stems from hope. Without hope, these things aren't really possible. Because without hope, there's not the drive, there's not the effort, there's not the want. And without those things accompanying hope, you usually fall flat of what it is you want. This week, we're talking about harvesting fruits. We've planted the seeds, we've nurtured the seeds. Now we're seeing what it is that is developed from those efforts. This is literally what that whole Steveism that everybody both either groans over or waits for comes from, and that is effort is always rewarded.
Mhm.
To be able to be fruitful in something, you have to feed it. A fruit can't grow without a tree, and a tree can't grow without the proper nutrients, without the proper water source, without the proper sunlight. So think about the things that you've really wanted for yourself. That whole new year, new you bullshit, throw that out the window. Because one, no one believes in that anyway. And two, no one ever follows through on that anyway. But think about the things that you've decided for yourself for this year. The things that you've really wanted, the things that you're wanting to improve, the efforts that you're wanting to place in certain things. Think about that. Those particular wants and desires, those are seeds to be planted. What have you done up until this point to nurture those seeds? Have you educated yourself? Have you taken the time to actually do any of the prep work and the planning? Have you really invested more than just the minimum effort towards it? Have you actually applied the things that you have learned and planned for? Have you actually applied those things and placed more than just, well, it'll work or it won't? Have you made contingency a thing? Sometimes in order to get the fruit that you want or the flower that you want, the color in those things that you want, the flavor, the scent, sometimes you have to cross-pollinate. Sometimes you have to graft a branch to another tree. Contingencies aren't a bad thing to have. Putting all your eggs in one basket may be having hope, but it's also not applying yourself or giving proper effort. It's great to have a particular dream, but there's always more than one way to get there. Relying too much on a specific thing is going to wind up really burning you later. A lot of times it doesn't happen in the time frame that we want or the way we expect. Sometimes you have to make a little bit of an adjustment. So, what are you doing as an audience here? Asking you for participation. What have you been doing? What are the things that you're working towards? What are the the fruits that you are wanting to actually labor towards. And before we open into main discussion, what is harvesting fruits anyway? What does that really mean? We're talking about growing them, of course, but what does it mean to pick them, to harvest them? What it is you are reaping what it is that you've sown. Specific efforts and specific motions have been given to create this one moment, this desired effect. Something that is tangible that you can hold in your hand. The cool thing about that is, and the reason why it's a harvest, and the reason why it's a fruitful harvest, and the reason why it's a celebration, usually that time of year of a fruitful harvest, is because you are acknowledging the fact that you didn't get there alone. It's great and wonderful to say that you've achieved things by yourself, but in reality, that's a fucking lie. There is always someone or a group of people that are in your corner, regardless of whether you want to admit it or not, that have been keeping you in the path that you said you wanted to be on. It's a group effort. Someone comes in and plows while you plant your own seeds. Someone comes back over to cover. Someone comes back through to water. As the plants grow, you're not the only one who's weeding that particular garden. It's whoever you've decided to let in. As the plants grow again, it's not just you that's picking those fruits. It's those who you've let in as well. Your friends, your family, your co-workers, even acquaintances, even people that you've met a single time for a single moment that gave you a smile or taught you a lesson by the things they said. They deserve their due. Human beings are communal animals. We're literally pack animals. And as much as everybody would love to believe that they could live their life alone, you can't. And as much as everybody would love to believe that they hate everybody or don't need someone, you do. It's always going to come down to community. Hope is an amazing thing in that regard, because as you hope for things, for future things, you desire those things, you work towards those things, you place the effort that is obvious. I want this, so I'm going to do it. I said I was going to do this, and I am. I have taken this particular time in order to do these things. This is what I have to show. People pay attention to that and feel hopeful, not just for you, but for their own endeavors. If you can do it, so can they.
Mhm.
That's where that whole other Steveism that I usually close live streams comes with. Take care of yourselves, hope for yourself. Take care of each other, hope for other people. Remember that those that have the power to change themselves, which is allowing that hope to take seed, have the power to change the world around themselves. You have a fruitful harvest that you can share. Hope is something that is freely given, and as such, it should be freely given, and as such, then, it should be freely received. It's nowhere near as difficult as people make it. That idea of, if it wasn't for this person, or if it wasn't for that situation, or if, I would have just, or if I could just, or. You can continue that for hours and get absolutely nowhere. Or you can admit what the hell is going on and move forward. Having hope is being able to understand that regardless of what the situation is, it can still be a fruitful one. There's still things that can be learned. There are still things that can be achieved. A wilting flower can be tied to a stake until it's able to stand on its own. Corn stalks can be tied together to keep themselves from blowing over in the wind. It's a very simple thing. Allow yourself to hope so that you will have something to show for it later.
Sure. Actually, it makes me think of, I've been doing a thing with Cameron, since December. And, we've been, both been doing this for a while. Anytime we play a game, we give each other 5 push-ups. Anytime we get up to go to the bathroom, we get 5 push-ups. We're doing it away from each other. So giving that integrity thing, determination, teaching him determination, something we're doing together. And then we're adding another one here. Actually, it started today if he did it. Because I know I did my part. When we wake up in the morning, 10 more.
Get the day going. Yeah. Get the blood moving.
But it's a one for, I want to get healthy.
Yeah.
He needs to get moving a little bit more rather than sitting and being a couch potato. But it definitely is teaching him multiple lessons about integrity and, well, if I want to do this thing that I want to do, I've got to do this other thing first.
Takes building blocks. It's just like the whole analogy we just gave.
That's what I was saying. We started with a small step. 5 push-ups. 5's not a lot.
No. My fat ass can do 5.
That's why we started. I was like, I know I'm dreading it, and I know you're probably dreading it too, Bub. Let's just do 5. I can do 5. I can do 5 all day. You can do 5. I don't care how you do them, just do them. But ever since then, he's been a lot better at school. He's been a lot better at home. Been able to focus a little bit more. So it's that one thing about hope we were talking about. I'll do it with you.
Yep. That's the thing. That's how it's nurtured. I'll do it with you. That's what I meant by it. Harvesting. A harvest is a festival. It's not just pulling in the crop.
Look at all the grain that I have in my stores.
Right? I'm never going to use all that. It's going to go to rot.
Yeah.
No. It's supposed to be a celebration. You've done this with me. Let's eat this shit together. Let's utilize this shit together. Let's do this thing together. That's what harvesting fruits is. Let's say you have an apple farm, right? An orchard. Some of those apples are going to go straight to the store as they are. They're fucking apples. They can be eaten off the tree. Some of those apples are going to be used in things like confectionery things, such as pies or turnovers, things like that. Some of those apples are going to be squeezed into juice. Some of those apples are going to go into other things.
Preserves and stuff. Yeah.
Sliders.
They are used for a multitude of different things. So that's the reason why multiple people do things like farmers co-ops. It's multiple farmers coming in to sow and take care of the same crop so that it can do its best. So everybody has something to take from it. Hope is something that should be shared. The seeds that are planted start with you. And after that, it's time to start looking outside yourself. Okay, I've planted the seed. I've got the motivation. I need someone in my corner. Maybe someone with a little bit more knowledge. someone who's got a little bit more drive, someone who's motivated, someone who has, you know, who has the life experience, whatever it is, you are literally, okay, I've gone as far as I can and I know to. What else is there? You know, what can I do, or can you help me with this? And that's usually where a lot of fucking people get hung up. That's usually where literally almost 90% of those watching and in the room get hung up.
I don't want to ask for help. That means I'm lesser or I'm not. Blah, blah, blah.
It's okay to ask for help. It's important to ask for help.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you wind up swamped when truthfully all you have to do is stand up. You know, you think you're drowning and it's knee-high water.
Actually, I just showed Cameron a thing about that yesterday. It's fear is like a lake that is a mile wide but an inch deep.
Pretty much.
You're in a kiddie pool.
Yeah. I mean, stand up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drowning. Stand up. What? Put your
Stand
legs down. Stand up. Oh. Sometimes we get to that point. Life seems difficult. Life seems too much. You know, there's misunderstandings and there's miscommunications and there's, you know, disjointed behavior. And, you know, there's these moments where we want to give up on things that we've invested in, or we want to give up on major portions of our life, or, you know, anything else. I'm just as guilty as anybody else. But at the end of it, if you have somebody or a group of people or even your small circle that you can go, okay, I've invested this. It seems as though it's plateaued or it's stalled. Can you give me some perspective? Or can you help me move it forward? Or, you know, can you explain to me what it is that I need to do to make this successful? You know, it's really not hard. It isn't. It's not hard. We just either out of societal conditioning, which is the case in some people's lives, or familial conditioning, which is the case in a lot of our lives, or self-conditioning, which is the case in everybody's life.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, it's nowhere near as difficult as we make it. Because 9 times out of 10, those people that we think are on the outside and pushing us away and all this other shit, we're the ones pushing them away. Our actions are making them move away. All they've been waiting on is for us to see that they have hope in us, that they love us enough to hope for us. And they're just waiting for us to take the hand that they've reached out and we've slapped away. Pay attention. You know, we talk about giving attention. Giving attention is great when you are there with the person and you are needing to talk to and listen to said person. Giving attention is amazing. Paying attention is giving of what it is that you have and actually knowing that you are going to get something in return. Giving attention is not expecting anything in return. Pay attention to your situations. A lot of times, the things that we project onto others or transfer to other people are honestly severely self-sabotaging bullshit things. Well, because they said this or because they did that, they don't have any hope in me. No. They might be frustrated. They might even be fucking angry. But does that mean that they've lost faith in you, hope in you, love for you? No. That's a moment, that's a situation that's already passed. Which brings me to my last deal. And that is, don't lose fucking hope over the dumbest shit. And I'm saying that in a wrong way because honestly, I think it's needed. Your hope should not depend on other people to give it to you. Your hope for you stems from you. Nobody can take that from you. If you're allowing it to slip away, that is your fucking fault. I have seen, heard, and witnessed for the last 2 years, especially post-COVID, I have seen the most childish behavior out of even some of the people that I've respected the most in my lifetime. It's been amazing. The amount of finger pointing, scapegoating. Well, they're the reason why I haven't done anything. I've literally heard people say that. You know how depressing that is? And especially when it comes down to something that is really asinine. I sat down on my dream because of that person. Why? What does that person have anything to fucking do with your dream, with your hope? Is it that person that got in the way? Or is it your blame of the person that got in the way? Those farmers' co-ops, they rely on each other. Those farmers come in shifts. They expect each other to take care of each other's crops in order for that thing to work out. What do you think happens when one of those farmers goes, nah, I don't like the direction that this fucking farmer drives his tractor. But because I don't like the fact that he drives his tractor from back to front when I drive mine front to back, I don't want to be in the same field as him. What do you think fucking happens? One, it creates more work for other people. And two, that farmer has ruined his chances of being in that co-op, has not contributed to the field. And when he shows up for the harvest, everybody's going to look at him like, why? And when he gives the excuse of, I just didn't like the fact that Dave over there drove his tractor different than me, they're going to laugh him out of the fucking spot. It is not for other people to do that. If someone is freely hoping for your future and trying their best to be there for your future, and all you've done is push them away, dick out, say shit that doesn't matter, and honestly, not really even listen when they try to tell you that they're there for you. At that particular point, it's nothing you can share. We're back to square one. Plants have been overwatered. It drowned out, washed out. Got to replant them. Plants have been sun fried because we haven't watered them at all. Got to pull them up. Got to start again. This shit is nowhere near as difficult, y'all. It's not. Sometimes it's us. That's the fucking problem. Sometimes we need to keep that hope stoked in us. You know, I've heard it said by multiple people that, you know, it's easier for me to hope for other people than it is for myself. Why is that? Can you hope for other people if you don't have it for yourself? No. You can go through the motions, but there's no substance there. Do yourselves a favor. Do the thing that I asked at the beginning of this fucking live stream. Actually take inventory. Who you are now as opposed to who you were yesterday. Not last year, not last month, not last week, yesterday. Take inventory of who you are now. Not who you want to fucking be, who you are now. And make freaking plans to be something better tomorrow. Allow people to see that you are doing that and allow them to get involved. As you hope for yourself, you're able to bring hope to others, and it is able to be shared to give a fruitful outcome. Stop fucking griping and fighting and pointing fingers and blaming and getting down on your fucking self and causing issues for your own life and getting involved in your own ass by shoving your head in it. And live your fucking life like an actual human being. For those of you who are adults, by God, be a fucking adult. Quit with this childish shit. Because you don't think like I do, I can't be your friend. Well, because, you're hanging out with this person, I can't be your friend. This ain't the fucking schoolyard and grade school, y'all. This is real life. Hope has to be nurtured from the inside out. Give it a fucking try. Quit fighting it so damn hard. Straighten up and fly right.
I bet all.
This ain't hard. It's not. It's not. A little bit goes a long way. Just a little. When you sit down and let dust settle on your life, you're the only one to blame for the fucking mess, no one else. Hope is getting up and starting that day, and it's cleaning off what you can clean. When your friends ask what you're doing, I'm cleaning, but I'm tired. Can you come help me? Well, not really good at cleaning, but I'll do my part. I'll come and help you for a little bit. It's all it takes. It's all it fucking takes. It's really, really, really not hard. God damn. Be good to your fucking selves so that you can be good to others. Hope for yourselves so that you can hope with others. That's how mountains get moved, y'all. That's how efforts get rewarded. That's how advancements get made. That's how we evolve, is together. We got to hope for a fucking future together if we're going to fucking have one together. Enough. Enough with the childish bullshit. Time to put away childish things. You can be a full-grown ass adult and still have fun. Promise. I do. Wouldn't lie to you. Just give it a shot. You have another sequel.
Yeah.
Do you, I need to go get you?
Sure can. There you go, bud.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You need a key so you can shotgun that whore?
I have those in my pocket too.
I got a pocket knife. We can
Yeah.
Just old school that bitch.
Yeah. Mm, 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 mm.
Because why do you think there are so many harvest festivals at the end of the year? Each person has given a little bit of their hope and put it toward each other to the point that they've harvested something incredible and such shared together.
Families feeding families.
Small movements. It doesn't take a lot. Small things.
Small things lead to big changes.
A little bit of sacrifice.
Something else. People have this tendency to think that, and I know we've talked about this, and I know we've talked about it, I know we've fucking talked about it. We're going to talk about it again, more than likely, after this live stream. But people have this tendency to forget what self-sacrifice is. To have hope, there is self-sacrifice that needs to be given, like Brian was talking about, like Ray was talking about. Self-sacrifice is giving of yourself unconditionally. That's all the fuck it is. Hate to tell you that that's the long and short of it. That's literally all there is to it. Self-sacrifice is giving of yourself unconditionally. In other words, we aren't expecting anything in return, whether that is an emotional response, a given response, compensation. We're not expecting that shit in return. We're just giving of ourselves freely. That's all it is. That's it. Martyrdom, right? Martyrdom, however, is dying for someone else's cause. That's that whole finger pointing, insert head into ass, bullshitting, childish, playground slapping bullshit that I'm talking about. Come on. Everyone wants to talk about quote unquote love and light. That's one of mine and Brian's favorites as far as fucking sayings. You know the reason why we actually dislike that saying and don't believe anybody when they fucking say it is no one ever backs it up. No one backs it up. There's one person that I know that does. Openly. Two, technically. And that's Dina, and that's Joni. Everybody else, I question.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. I'm glad you.
Thank you for the kind words, and that's usually what I say. Thank you for the kind words. You want to know my particular tell for I think you're bullshitting me? That's usually what I say. Thank you for your kind words. You're not explaining why you're telling me this, so I have nothing to go on. Thank you for your kind words. I'm going to roll the dice and hope that you are telling me the truth. But love and light is such a shitty fucking way of expressing any kind of real emotional connection.
There's no context.
Literally, where's the love coming from? Where's the light coming from? It's all open to the other person's interpretation.
Is it your love? Is it their love? Where did the light come from?
Red light district.
Sometimes.
Where the love is too.
Just ask Roxanne. But yeah, it's that kind of a situation where when you look at someone and you go, I love you. I'm hoping things get better. I love you It's going to be okay. I love you. Here's where things start. Let's fix it. I love you. I'm sorry. That's something completely different. Because then you know where the love is coming from. And you know where the light is coming from as well. People have gotten to the point where they hide behind a flavor of hope. You know, it's kind of like those shitty, those really shitty like snow cones.
Oh, yeah.
Not the ones with the syrup, but the ones with like the Kool-Aid on them.
Oh,
So you know,
it tastes, it's ice with a splash of flavor.
exactly. You're getting water with a taste.
It's like drinking White Claw.
Well, I might as well lick a TV that has a picture of a strawberry on it.
Right? God, jeez.
Drink static while
Dreams
have flavor.
I want a Bud Light seltzer. That way, you know, I can have, you know, someone fart fucking boiled peanuts into my mouth. But
They got me.
It's right, the fart boiled peanuts in my mouth.
This is why we're not supposed to be in the supervisor.
Right? As I drink a fucking grape C4, but
A popsicle, a great popsicle C4.
actually they're stellar.
They are. We are not sponsored by C4, but we love them.
We'd love to be.
We would love to be.
As well.
We would love.
C4, rain, please.
We kind of live off your product, so.
That's the only way I can function.
But you know, going back into it, hope shouldn't be something that has to be fought for or dug out of a dark place or anything like that. Seeds are freely given of the earth. Hope is freely given. It's something that's always there. It's something that's literally always there. It's just like love and happiness, mindfulness, kindness, time. It's always there. We just have to be willing to accept what is freely given as a gift.
If you don't care, I want to get to a couple of these. Dina said, I'm humbled by your kind comment. And Terry Wolf said, well, I love you fuckers, and you all know I'm full of light. I see your all's light. Where's your adults?
In the other room.
Gone. Gone.
His adults in the other room.
My adults in Nicholasville,
I don't have an adult.
we are an adult.
Damn it.
We need an adult. You're an adult.
I need adults here, adults here.
Do we have any? I
No.
don't think we do.
I don't think we do. Missy's at home.
Do you call for an adult to your adult?
Yeah, but not you.
We're still waiting 5 minutes. Please continue.
That's going in a short.
But I'm done.
Oh my goodness.
Someone calling you adult? Not you.
No.
Not
Oh.
Jeez. We got any more comments, y'all?
She said, come back, Pat. Terry did.
Terry wants your presents.
And then my mom's laughing about the situation. So
Terry asked. Hi, Terry. I love you too.
All right, you said your piece, get out.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
see you later. Continue with your-
She's working.
She is. We are trying to finish getting ready for the market this weekend. So
I hope y'all know that we love Pat to death.
I think she knows that it's a gag.
Oh my God.
this flips this whole thing
All right, fuck us too. Well, him.
You forgot to shut the door.
Uncivilized buck who raped her. Anyway.
She's from Texas. Probably raised that bar.
I'm glad I'm not in that car going home.
It's fine. Can't be worse things I said earlier.
I mean, what y'all say behind closed doors is definitely y'all's business.
Well, it
I
involved,
had fear.
it involved the jokes about Nashville earlier.
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha.
But, oh,
I will say this, sometimes it takes a little help to help uncover your hope. And finding help is very important in remembering that you have it.
mhm.
Cause it was funny, we actually had the conversation about, driving stuff, having someone else have a driving force that helps you go, oh, okay, cool. Because where we've been working on the production team together, he was like, man, you just kept going. And my competitive side, I'm like, oh, okay, I need to catch up. And
Yeah.
so he's charging right behind me.
I'm coming. Yeah, this literally was a conversation between the two of us, because it was like, all right, I'm slowing down a little bit. He's like, I'm going. I'm like, okay, hey, you're not leaving me behind.
Oh,
It-
fuck's sake.
That's how much the team means to me though and stuff. I will push and push and push. Just even if one little thing I create helps the team succeed a little bit further, any second of my time that I give helps the team succeed further, I'm willing to give it.
I mean, it was enough to pull me out of the funk.
I mean, we've accomplished a lot in the last, what, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, dude, we've been, well, I'm not gonna sit here and take credit for it. You've done a lot the last 2 or 3 weeks. We've both been kind of coming with the idea, but you've been creating it.
And we cannot help but shout out to Miss Mandy, who was in the chat in the comments earlier.
You are a godsend gold star.
She is one that takes and schedules everything for the social media. So you all thank her for anything that we post, or say she could post a little bit more. No, I'm joking.
She's gonna smack the fuck out of you when she sees you tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I know, and I deserve it. I love you. You
Well,
know I
yeah.
do. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Well, even that, even just using the production team as an example, I was behind and you picked it up, and you were behind and I picked it up. When it came, we decided to do shorts. We were going to split it, do 2 and 2.
Yeah.
I can't get to it. I have this going on. All right, I got you. I can't get to it. I got this going on. All right, I got you.
So
I sacrifice. All right, cool.
we're going.
It's 11 o'clock at night and I already worked a 12-hour shift. It's getting fucking time.
And then, put it into perspective for y'all. Then you have shit-a-thons. You've got reels. You've got digital flyers of things. You've got these live streams on YouTube. You've got a number of different things that we offer because teams willing to band together and get it done. It's nurturing the seeds together that allows for fruitful harvest. You guys get to reap benefits as well.
We're celebrating with you.
Exactly.
Harvest Festival this fall.
Actually, that would be
Actually,
awesome.
I'm down.
I'd love to go to an Oktoberfest thing.
Yeah, I'm sure we could probably manage that. I know I wouldn't mind going to the Factory Beer Cheese Festival.
Actually, that sounds fun.
Yeah, up in Winchester. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Well, I may even have our own little bit.
Well, we do that regularly. Or are you talking about on a bigger scale?
On a bigger scale.
That's neat.
Things to think about.
What do you guys think? What would you think if, because we're planting seeds, let's call it what it is. We're planting seeds. It's the reason why we ask you guys questions. I hope you realize is because, we're a community. We're that farmers co-op and we're like, hey, y'all, other farmers, what do you think about this particular shit we're planting? We want your all's input. That's why we ask. Say words. We need you to use
Your mouth.
your mouth and the functioning larynx and the throat box to make the sounds that vibrate from the mouth hole. We need you to say words so that we know what it is that we can do with and for you guys. Otherwise, we're going to keep presenting the same stub bar shit. Not at all.
Yeah, we
Not at all.
typically do.
Well,
Not at all. I am completely joking on that.
But if we come up with an event that works as a harvest festival for everybody to share into, everybody comes out, hangs out.
Maybe some guest readers or energy workers, and
go old school church potluck that whole.
actually, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Do like a huge,
Yeah, a spread, an actual spread.
like a big old.
That is your vendor fee. We potlucking. You bring a dish. You set up. We all have a party.
Yeah, fuck. Let's
That's actually pretty fun.
let's do it. If Dean is still on here, we could freak Richard out and do it at y'all's house.
Yeah.
I am only halfway kidding on that.
I'm not.
Actually, we're also planning.
She said something cool.
Oh no, poor Richard. But all jokes aside, we are actually thinking about doing. Brian and I have been talking about that for fucking years now. Now that we actually have a place where we can do it successfully, we're thinking about having a retreat where maybe for a weekend we do like a weekend camping trip, sometime summer, fall, at Miss Anita's.
Yeah.
Because she's offered up her land for us to do those kinds of events just for you guys. So would you guys like to go on a camping trip with the mechanics?
It'd be something interesting.
Learn a few things, teach a little bit about the herbalism, teach a little bit about,
That makes me think of
workings.
That makes me think of the old mountain festival we used to go
That's
to every year.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's the reason why I'm like, why not do our own?
Why not?
Why not? So if you guys are interested in something like that, coming out and being a part of that, why not?
Makes me miss Carol Judy.
Makes me miss Miss Linda.
Mm-hmm.
She's been asking about us.
And Uncle
Uncle
Tommy, he had just had a birthday.
yeah, and
We
we need to make the rounds, man.
And so,
sorry,
Sure.
we started just going down memory lane there for a
Fucking
second.
nostalgia. And just grabbed us by the ass and pushed us.
survey will start tomorrow. If this is something you're interested in, put it in the comments. There is a comment section. What would you like to see from us?
Mhm.
So please.
Yeah,
I'd love to do some more of these smaller events, get a little bit more intimate with you guys. That way we can kind of get to know each other. If I know a lot of people are out of state, and it would be something that we would have to schedule well in advance. That way, around vacations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, oh yeah. If we do one of these bigger things, to us it's bigger. To some other people that watch or have been involved in these kinds of things, it may be a very small thing to you. But to do some of these bigger things, it is going to be later in the year before we do any of it, if we do any of it. So we're talking about maybe not the heat of summer, but
I can do it around the equinox,
yeah,
or that full. Do it like Linda used to do around that full moon.
right there in
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Depends on
do
where we're at.
June-ish.
Be in the woods.
Finish? Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, in the woods, because we've got like 68, 69 acres.
What if we do it towards September? It'd be a little cooler at night,
Yeah.
and then that'd be pretty
Not
cool.
September, at the very beginning of October.
Huh?
if not September, at the very beginning of October.
Yeah. I mean, we can make it work. Y'all let us know. If you're interested, we'll
Show
start
somebody.
figuring it out.
I can just see somebody drawing down the fucking moon.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tempt me.
Well, like a witch doing it.
It's a different beast altogether.
I've experienced it before.
I watched it happen. I haven't experienced it. I watched it happen. And Celine, I don't know if it was Celine that can't step through or one of them or Artemis. It may have been Celine or
It
Artemis.
was Artemis because they called him by name.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Artemis
Goodness.
because we were calling in the hunt and the fruitful harvest. So it was Artemis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shelley Hughes said, how about around the harvest moon?
So October.
Yeah.
Is that right? If I'm remembering my moons.
Yeah. I mean, y'all want to get in on that shit?
That'd be cool.
We would love to have you guys.
That actually would be really cool.
100%.
All right.
It's not glamping. It's probably out in the rough.
September, she said.
Okay, September. Gotcha.
So
Yeah, but we were talking. Yeah.
yeah, right around the end of harvest. Yeah.
We're hitting an hour and 7 minutes. So
All right.
Well, ladies and gents, you can find us on any social media known to man. You can get us on here. Also, remember, you can find us on YouTube always. And even our past live streams that we've had with other people, including the one that we just had on St. Patrick's Day with NSPS. So, you know, and that was awesome. Dude was amazing.
yeah.
He had a little bit of technical difficulty, but he still pulled through. He's an awesome host. Go check his stuff out. He's really cool. Also, be sure to watch Scarefest TV. You know, if you want all of the news and the stuffs on the Scarefest, be sure to watch it. It's tomorrow night starting at 9 p.m. And Mr. Wes Forsyth will be hosting.
We will be sharing it on our page too.
Yep. We usually do as long as we can catch it.
Mhm.
In fact, they just announced their Leatherfaces Tuesday.
I mean, RA is always there, but
Are they getting the other ones?
yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
They've got like 5 or 6 of them this year.
Yeah, they've got a big reunion of the Leatherfaces.
That's cool.
I thought so too.
I'm excited RA's back though. He's such a stellar dude.
RA is always going to be
He's
back.
awesome.
RA is just really cool. Kane's actually really cool. It's hard to get to him, but he's actually a really awesome individual. You know, most of the mainstays are. I know a lot of people are going to be hopping in and out of the convention center for Matthew Willard. He's going to be there. So-
Skeet Ulrich.
Yep, Skeet Ulrich's there. You know, there's going to be a bunch of people.
Steve and Tango from Ghost Hunters are back again, like always.
You're,
So
I mean, they were guests. Steve was on as a guest last week, I think.
Yep.
yeah, he was. Yep. So, you know, you get guest spots. You also get some movie reviews and different things like that with Scarefest TV. You're also kept in the know about what they got going on as far as events, prices, when they're putting packages on for sale, and of course, seminars when they are up and going, which we're throwing our name in the hat for one this year. We'll see if we get it. But there's a bunch of stuff. Feel free. Speaking with the Source is another one. We were just on. Go check out JK and AJ on Speaking with the Source. They're an awesome podcast. Do the thing. What was
paranormal chit, paranormal chit chat.
Mm-hmm. A lot of these shows you can find on Parapost. So you can find it here on Facebook as well as I think it's parapost.com, right?
Yeah.
And they are a streaming service for live streamers that do paranormal podcasting and spiritualist podcasts, things like that, as well as paranormal sightings and footage from investigations.
And also they have some that are just plain podcast. They don't judge whatever you want to bring to the, pages, what you bring. So,
Give it a go. There's a bunch of stuff out there for you guys to check out. A lot of them are our friends. Go give them some support. But we're going to let you guys go since we're well over where we need to be.
Well, we're 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. It's better than what we used to, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
We've actually streamlined this compared to what it used to be back in the day, 3 and 4 hours.
Yeah,
Word.
it needed to be. It needed to be. By the time it was over, we'd rehash the rehash of the rehash, man.
Yeah, we're making hash brown.
We sure as fuck are. This potato is now a bunch of tiny little French fries.
And fries.
And fried. And then flipped over and fried again. But we're going to let you guys go. We're going to see you guys. Hopefully, we'll see some of you guys out in Cincinnati this weekend at Eastgate. Again, that is the Holiday Inn and Suites Eastgate in Cincinnati. And that is going to be the 23rd, which is Saturday, and the 24th, which is Sunday this weekend.
Let's go.
Sacred Journey Metaphysical Market. You can look them up here on Facebook. You can find them on YouTube. You can also go to Sacred Journey Market sacredjourneymarket.com and get details on where everything's going to be, seminars, which, by the way, unless they say that they're paid, seminars are free with your admission to the event. So if you want to come in for the seminars, pay you one fee, come in, look around, take a lap, go watch the stuff, listen to the stuff that you want to, come back, take another lap and bounce. This event is for you guys. So come out, be a part of it. Also,
Yes.
for charity,
Which are we? No.
if we get 300 people through the door, it has been the standing thing. If we get 300 people through the door, we actually have the people.
Yeah.
And they are all going to be present,
The only one that isn't is probably unless he just shows up.
which he did last time.
So,
We're
We'll-
probably going to have everybody there.
okay. All right.
If 300 people make it through the door,
We'll do the Alabama case
we will reenact the Alabama case.
on the middle of the floor.
Yep, in front of God and everybody. We will be those idiots for charity. Because the girls always donate portions of their profits to local charities. And we are always willing to be those jackasses that do the thing for charity. And we'll always do the thing in regards to kids. So kids charities, making kids smile, that kind of thing. We'll be those idiots.
I have no problem with it.
None. So 300 people make it through the door this weekend, and we'll be those idiots for charity. But
It'll be live streamed.
it sure will.
We will put it on the page.
Yes, we will. No shame.
I'll pull up StreamYard from my phone and stream it directly.
No shame.
No shame.
No,
I have none.
not for
It's
this.
not for that. If we hit the number, last one, it was 297.
Yeah, we were 3 people away.
It was 297.
Because at the very end of the day, the last 15 minutes, there were 14 shy. And wound up 3 people short. 3 people.
Yep.
Because, by the way, this doesn't have to happen in a single day.
It's 300 total. We'll do it that Sunday.
Yep. If we get 300 total on Saturday,
Oh, buddy.
we'll do it Saturday.
And then I'll even do Sunday as jousting.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. We'll be idiots. I don't mind. I know the boys don't mind. I know some of the girls don't mind to do the damn thing as long as it is for charity or for, the sake
I'll
of
just run
kids.
around Scarefest dressed as Ronald McDonald. I don't give 2 shits.
I showed up with a fucking hamburger.
I have pictures of you.
It was so
Bad.
funny and awful at the same time. But
But it was amazing because so many kids came up and wanted their picture taken with me. So
that's it. You know, that's why we do this shit, because it was for Kids Day.
Yep.
We did that for Kids Day. And we're probably going to dress up and be idiots in some capacity.
I'll
This
do-
Scarefest. is
I'll
what
do
we're
it this
doing.
year. I'll get involved on it this year
You know,
for Kids Day.
yeah, you know, that's what we do.
well, we have heard stories about corsets. So
Fun.
We are actually, well, I'll tell you after the live. But cut it.
Fine.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Remember that those that have the power to change themselves have the power to change the world around themselves. Love y'all.
Love you guys.
night.